What's going on, YouTube? Matthew back here with you today. This is going to be kind of quick video. I've had a TTM come in since my last video, as well as a package that just arrived today. And I know what this is. It's not a big. It looks like a big package, but it's not a big deal. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this open and get it out. And if I'm this is a seller that I bought stuff from before, so this is going to be. Going to take some work to get into. This guy really packages everything well when he ships, and I appreciate that. But when it comes to video, I've opened up some packages I got from this guy in videos before, and it can take some time. So luckily, the ones that I'm thinking about that I've done in the past, like a year or so ago, I was trying to use my phone. So this one, I'm not using my phone, I'm using my camera. So I got both hands open to be able to get into the package. This guy uses boards. Well, besides the bubble wrap, he uses cords on the outside that help keep it. He's got these taped on to help keep it good. Keep it good and sealed. This right here is actually a lot of. Give me 1 second here to try to get these off here. This is actually it's 2 lots. I purchased, this guy had a couple of auctions listed about a week ago, not quite a week ago. And like I said, this is a seller I bought from before, and he lists a lot of times, a lot of his stuff is buy it now. He does a lot of case breaking actually, and what he does is this guy buys products that I'm pretty sure he's buying products that it's like they have a case hit, okay, and he knows what where his case hit is. Another thing he likes to do, he'll do is he'll buy a product and it might say it like on a box that there'll be 2 autographs in a box. All right, he might buy a whole case of that product, and then what he'll do is he'll start opening packs, and once he hits both autographs, if he's got like 4 packs, 5 packs left, whatever, and he knows there's no more autographs in that box, he will take those packs and put them back in the box. He'll go on to the next box in the case, and at the end, if he's got a couple of boxes of packs that are not open from, because once you've opened enough packs that you've hit what's in the box, you know that there's no more autographs in that box, so he would move on to the next box in the case. And then he would package all the packs that were never opened back in the box, and he'll close the box and he'll sell the whole box of unopened packs. Well, he's not exactly lying about the packs not being searched because they've never been opened, but the box has been opened, and that should tell buyers that the reason the price is so good is because it's not an unopened sealed box of packs. It is that, and the box does still say 2 autographs per box, but what you're buying is an open box of loose packs that have been put into that open box. So but he sells a lot of stuff like that. I believe he does some that'll be an entire sealed box sometimes, and that's where he's been. But he's bought something, he's searching for case hits, and once he finds the case hit, if he's got 1 or 2 boxes left in the case that hasn't been opened, he goes ahead and tries to sell the box. If he feels like that he can get more for the box than he could for selling, for out of busting the box. Okay, this was 2 different lots, and the reason there's nothing that big a deal in here, though there's a couple of nice cards in here, and there's a bunch of commons. But the reason that I bought these, this is a guy, Mr. Ryan Harvey. I bought so many lots like this from him. Altogether, I got there's a baseball and a football lot in this. I got the football lot for $1. And that was it. No free shipping. All his the ones that he lists for auction prices are always free shipping. So I got the football lot for free, $1 free shipping. And I wasn't even looking to I was wanting this lot. This is a Dodgers lot. And I'm not a Dodgers fan, but there was one card in here in particular I won this one for $1.25. So altogether, $2.25 plus tax, free shipping off of eBay. I won 2 auctions. And I'll show you the football one first. And the way this guy does things, every card is going to be in a top loader. And one thing I love, his top loaders are always brand new. I can always reuse them. And penny sleeves, brand new. But he'll put a piece of cardboard in the middle of each one. And I actually reuse. I even reuse these because, I mean, sometimes I sell stuff, Facebook groups anymore. And I can always, use this stuff, packaging up. But anyway, the football lot I won for $1 was, I was thinking it was, no, it's just 3 card. Okay. Yep, 3 card lot. And the first card here is a Donruss 2019 Panini Donruss, Brandon Cooks. And nothing special about that card. These are all going to be Los Angeles Rams players. Or St. Louis Rams. But anyway, this is Jared Goff. Now this is a little bit better, better. Now this is now I'm gonna be honest with you. I've heard of Brandon Cooks, but I'm not a football follower outside of the Cleveland Browns. Okay. Now it ain't like, in other words, it ain't like baseball or basketball with me. I actually don't follow football as much. I don't follow all teams in football. So now everybody, I mean, yeah, I know who Jared Goff is because he was, decent quarterback. He's been traded. He's no longer, he's now a Detroit Lion, I believe. But there's nothing special about this card either. Those first 2 cards, just standard base cards. No serial numbers, no nothing. Here was the key in that, and he's got this in a nice, thick top load. This is a jersey card of Josh Reynolds from 2017 Panini. And right there it is with the patch. And I've been collecting sports cards for a long time, so I'll call, I still cut my bad to call them jersey cards. That's what they called them when they first started making them years ago in the 90s and putting them in packs. Upper Deck was the first one that started it, I believe. And anyway, that's a nice card, very nice card. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know a thing about this player. This guy could have been a one and done rookie. He could have been. It could be a draft pick that never even made the team. I don't know. I really don't. I do know who Jared Goff is and Brandon Cooks are, but I have no idea who this guy is. But one thing that the way I collect is this will go into a box of game used jersey cards or relics, as they call them today. This will go into a box of relics that I've got tons of, and it'll be put up. Somebody in my family will get it one day. Because I figure any relic is worth $1. So for $1, I won that lot, those 3 cards. That's worth $1. These 2, no big deal. But anyway, that was the first lot. Here's the second. And the second one, let me get all these pieces, because like I said, he puts a piece of cardboard in the middle of every one. Now, some of these cards in this lot, this is all Los Angeles Dodgers cards, which is, I've never been a Dodgers fan, but at any rate, every card is in a top load, penny sleeve and top load. And here's the card that I wanted to get because, and I'll save it for very last on this lot. Nothing special again. Like I said, all these cards right here, this lot was I won for $1.25 bid, free shipping. Ken Howell, 86 tops. I'll go through these real quick. Mike Marshall, $88. John Shelby, $88. Dave Anderson, $88. Alejandro Pena, $88. Steve Sachs, $89. Fernando Valenzuela, 89 Fleer. John Candelaria, 92 Upper Deck. And this is 93 Fleer Ultra rookie card of Rafael Bonagal. And this is the card that I'll bid on the lot for. This is a relic card of Kendall George from 2023 Panini. And if you've never heard of this guy was the Dodgers' first round draft pick by just a couple of years ago. And it looks like he's not going to be a guy that's going to hit for much power, but he's got a ton of speed, and he's got he's still a prospect, but he showed that speed. He's hit for a decent average in the minors. He's never going to be a big power hitter, but the worst case scenario, the guy makes it to the, worst case scenario, he never makes it to the majors. Honestly, that's the worst case. But best case scenario, he could be a Vince Coleman type. If you remember Vince Coleman, if you don't know who I'm talking about, modern top player similar to that. If he played every day, he could steal a ton of bases, but he's not going to, hit any home runs or very many. That could change because sometimes guys develop more power as they get older and mature. But he's a little guy. But anyway, that's a very nice. I mean, it's just a basic standard white relic. But I was tickled to get that easily, because of the fact this kid is still in the minors, still got a shot of becoming a solid major leaguer in the future. And he hasn't played bad in the minors so far. He's just shown he doesn't really have a lot of power, but a good, pretty good defensive player, I believe. And like I said, he was a Dodgers first round pick. And when you're a first round pick, you have really got to stink it up in the minor leagues to not get a shot in the majors because teams will promote you because they've invested a high pick in you. All right. So anyway, that is the entire package. And yes, Mr. Harvey does done this many times for me because I usually bid on his auctions when they're cheap, and if I can get them dirt cheap, I'll take them. So I'll take that. To me, $1.25, well, a dollar, that's worth $1 to me, no matter, regardless of those other two cards. But being worth anything or not, but like that right there, $1.25 plus these right here, even though they're commons, because I already know this seller is so well. He uses brand new top loads. That right there is a whole handful of top loads that are brand new. I'll take these commons out of them, throw them in a box that I'll get rid of cards that I'll get rid of, and I'll reuse these top loads for my own, PC or for reselling down the road, and the penny sleeves. So anyway, that's a pretty good pickup when you look at it like that because the cost of supplies and everything figured in with the cards, and to me 225, I'm happy with that. And like I said, I even reuse because this guy packages so well. I mean, it costed him more to ship these cards to me than he even got for the lots. But I'll reuse this stuff right here. Now the last thing I'll show you today, this come in yesterday, and this is funny. My last video, I just showed you a TTM that I got back from John Wathan, former Royals player and manager, and it had been out about 10 months ago. Well, I'd seen this when I went to look up how long that one had been out because I was thinking the one that came in yesterday was the one that came in the other day is what I got yesterday. I got another request back from John Wathan, and I did not realize that Mr. Wathan, I had sent him, already had one out. I had sent that other one out about 10 months ago. I sent this one out in like September, August, I mean, not August, September, October 1. And I guess he's getting caught up on his mail. This one, I'd only sent one card that I wanted signed and a Fleer Royals team sticker. He signed the team sticker. And if you wonder why I'm using this, I did a video on things to juice up or, just little tips that I do to make collecting more fun, autographs more fun. And this was in that video. You can go back and look through my most recent videos. It was about maybe a month ago I did that video now. And there's a whole video on that. But also this right here, I needed a Royals team leader card signed. And I could have wrote to George Brett's going to be tough to get. I done talked about that. Ended up buying a signed photo, and I mean, I ended up getting a signed cut from a photo of George Brett, authenticated by PSA, which I got cheaper than the 88 Topps George Brett card. George Brett is on this card, and so is Brett Saberhagen. Now, Saberhagen used to sign for $5. Now he wants $10 a card. I will not pay $10 for Brett Saberhagen to sign Topps leaders card. So I said I'm not going to do that. So I thought the next best thing, and I got this idea from a guy in a Facebook group. He's collecting the same set I am, and he sent to John Wathan, and so I sent this card to Wathan, and he signed it. So this will go in the 88 Topps set. I have the 88 Topps Royals leader signed by the Royals manager of that same year, John Wathan. So I'm happy with that. Anyway, that's all my video is today. Not that big a deal, but I'm happy with it. And like I said, this lot, and like I said, if you know anything about, it's sad really because I know Jared Goff is, he was a number one overall pick a few years back. He led the Rams. to a Super Bowl. Um, he, I mean, played in the Super Bowl with them. I know the name Brandon Cooks. I don't know why, but I know that name. But see, that's how little I follow anybody that's not a Cleveland Brown, and I just don't follow anybody else. I don't know. I just never have followed other football teams that much than the Browns. But now, like in baseball, I follow pretty much all teams. Not as in depth as I did when I was younger, but I do still follow. And the NBA, I mean, not as in depth as again as I used to, but still pretty much all teams. And I'll tell you the truth, I think it's because we only watch me and Roseanne only watch football if the Browns were playing or Ohio State College. Basketball, we've had League Pass for years, and you know we um, we just it's so when you got that you can pretty much watch anybody you want at any time you want. If there's a game on, you want to watch a game, it's there. And then baseball, we've been kind of spoiled rotten over the years with the every Guardians game. Where we live in Northeast Ohio, we get every Guardians game for free on TV. We get every Pittsburgh. If I wanted to watch the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are not like 30 minutes, across the state line, I get their games on cable because we still have cable, and also the Cincinnati Reds, FanDuel, which this year we will not get the Guardians games because the Guardians owner made a deal with Major League Baseball, and so we'll get the Reds games. We'll still be able to see the Pirates games. I'm pretty sure, but from what I've seen, the Indians Major League Baseball has not announced how Indians games will be broadcast, although they're claiming they're still going to make it to where local fans will be able to see them on TV or, like in the area. Now, without them being blacked out. I don't know about that, but we'll see. At any rate, they haven't announced anything yet. Spring training is coming up here. We're in February now, so they're going to have to be making an announcement soon. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll be back again soon with more videos.